In today's video, we're getting the campground ready for mass amounts of motorcycles because it is almost season. Y'all want to hear the schedule and what events we got coming up at the K-River? Stay tuned to the end of this video because I'll give you all the upcoming dates. Good morning. I'd like to welcome y'all to the day. We are going to be working today on the KRIVER Campground. It is that time of year. The time of year where we get ready for the largest, funnest, and most exciting parties that we host. Spring is coming. The weather is beautiful. It's like 68 degrees today. We had like 75 degrees weather the other day. This is our busy season. This is when it's go time here at the KRIVER Campground. We have an abundant amount of motorcycles that come through this campground every year. It truly is a motorcycle destination, if you will. We've got other kinds of events like this weekend. We've got a van revival where everybody's bringing their vans that they live in or camp in. They bring them out here and they do a big party every year. It's a lot of fun. If you guys haven't seen that video, you can click the link right here. But also a lot of motorcycle traffic, and it's starting to pick up around here. When it comes to motorcycles, we've done the best we can. Aside from absolutely making a concrete jungle and concreting or blacktopping everything, we've done the best we can. We think we found a pretty good material for these roads. What it is, let me show you. Here it is right here. This is a pile of it. It's actually crushed granite. That's right, that's what you're looking at here. It's just granite that's just pulverized. Obviously it's got some leaves blowing in it. But the material itself is granite and it's all pulverized, and it really makes for really good roads. It's not the most inexpensive material you can use, but it definitely holds up really well. It packs like concrete, and when you're riding across it with a bike or side by side, there's just not really a lot of dust to it. You can see the granite, looks pretty good down the road. It's a little bit red in color, but like I said, look at this. Packs super hard. One of the guys that was helping me try to figure out this mystery was my man Daryl right here. Daryl, how you doing today?
Okay.
Yeah, buddy. What do you think of the granite that we're using on these roads?
Works good unless you got to dig across there, and then it doesn't dig for anything.
That's a good point. It is hard to dig. It's like digging through stone. Well, I guess it is digging through stone.
Where the guy showed it to me, I thought it was asphalt. It was so hard and smooth.
It is hard. And look, absolutely no dust coming off the back of that machine. But as hard as it is, with enough rain, you can kind of see this ditch, this line that's cut in here. We still get lines cut into it. And we try to get all those worked out before season goes. So today, my boy Matt and I are working the tractor with some granite and some shovel. And we're gonna get all these washouts filled in and ready for all the motorcycles that are headed our way. All right, Matt, tell me what we got.
Bucket full of number 2 rock, or maybe number 57.
Nonetheless, we got a bucket full of rock. And what are you gonna do with this?
Build a road base, build up the road, and then put granite on top of it.
All right, man. So this is basically, like you said, number 2 rock, which is essentially clean rock that's been washed about 2 inches in size. They say 2 inches, usually ends up about an inch and a half if I had to measure it. But they call it number 2 2-inch clean rock, and is what Matt is going to put down for the base. Take a ride with us. We'll show you what we're having to fix over here today. What we've got here is a low spot in the ground. The water's pushing into this. I mean, it doesn't help, y'all. The culvert is full. It's full of, debris and dirt, and that definitely slows down the flow, but you're never gonna stop all the debris and dirt from coming down here. And when it clogs up and it's not moving as fast,
Then when the water can't pass through there, then it builds up over here, and it flows across the road and washes the road out.
So as good as that granite is at packing hard, when that water rushes around here and cuts across that road headed to the river, it's gonna move some material with it. This rock here won't wash away quite as easily as that granite. So he's gonna put this down first, then we'll pack the top of that with the granite, and hopefully it should hold up for for the rest of this season.
Yeah, I think so.
Until we do it again. so we could lay all that rock down in this low spot with the tractor as well, but you could waste a lot of material like that. On any given day, we might have thousands of dollars of material stored up around this campground to repair roads, so not wasting it's really important. All right, now that we got it in the low spots, my man Matt does his thing with the tractor and the granite. You can see now that we've raised from this ditch down here already up about 4 inches to the top of that granite. We'll just finish filling in here and we'll have one culvert repaired. And there you have it. Got a nice base down here. We'll drive over it a couple times. All in all, I think we lifted that road about 4 inches right there, which should be enough to keep the water funneling down this culvert as soon as we get it cleaned out.
So it's pretty cool. This repair only took us maybe 45 minutes. A year ago on our old tractor, the bucket was a third the size. This would have taken us probably 2 hours and twice as many trips.
About, I don't know, 4 or 5 loads of material onto this, and that's why it's important to have the right equipment. I mean, yeah, you think, okay, it only saved us an hour to have a tractor that's, you know, this much bigger and frankly this much more expensive. But when you think about it, we've got dozens of repairs like this that we do all year long across this campground to keep these roads rideable and perfect for, well, to keep these roads rideable and as good as we can for our motorcyclists. You start multiplying an hour times a dozen of these repairs times multiple times a year, having the right tool for the job can add up quick. What are you doing, Chucky?
Hi, checking out what you're doing.
Well, it's your day off, man.
Yeah.
Day off, you're just down here checking.
I still like to check the place out.
You're doing, you're playing supervisor, Chucky.
Supervisor, yeah.
You're coming down here to, well, we just got a repair done over here. What do you think?
Okay, no, it looks good. Looks
Gonna
nice.
try to hold that water back.
All right. No, that'll work good. That looks
right.
nice.
So you see the dark spot there? That's another repair. Another repair right there. Repair. Repair. Lots of repairs to the road today, and it's time to get them done, man. Let me tell you some of the events we got coming up. All right, guys, as promised, I'm going to give you an update on the events. I'm not going to go over all the events, things like Easter, things like that. You can catch all of the events on my website, KRIVER.com. But for now, I'm going to give you kind of the high level, bigger events that different groups are hosting and we're hosting here at the campground. So let's start it off with the first weekend here, February 25th through 27th. This is the Van Revival. This is a really rad group that came last year. It's a bunch of guys who like camp out and set up their vans for like camping, and it's just a really cool cult culture, and I really enjoyed it last year. I did a video on it, in fact. If you want to check out some cool van stuff, this would be the event to attend. April 29th and 30th is the Association of Veterans. This is a motorcycle group, and they also are there that weekend, the 29th and 30th, with North Texas Outdoors. This is a group that's about camping and canoeing and kayaking and outdoors. So whether you're motorcycle or outdoorsman or both, May 5th through 8th is the Fast Life Garage Campout. This is the Fast Life Garage with Jace. He has a podcast online, super talented painter, and he hosts one of the biggest events, probably the second biggest event my campground sees all year long. It's the Fast Life Campout. If you guys don't follow Jace, check him out, man. This event he hosts is nothing but a wild time and a bunch of shenanigans. You get a lot of younger riders in on it. You get a lot of stunt riders in on it. It's just a really cut loose, old school time. There's not any big band venues or anything like that. It's more old school tent camping, drinking all night, bonfires, riding during the day, good old American biker fun. One of the absolute must-attend events we have all year long, I will tell you that. May 13th through 15th is the Vietnam Vets and Legacy Vets State Rally. This is a veteran motorcycle group that does charity and supports their communities. They're just a huge group across the country. If you guys haven't seen them, they were here last year. They had a great time. They pretty much take over 3/4 of my campground, and they just do veteran related. Now these guys will have bands and entertainment and vendors, and it's the traditional blown up kind of rally. These guys do it big and they do it right. I will be certain to attend this rally as well. May 27th through 30th is the Warrior Brothers MC event. Now this is another cool event you can come check out, and it also shares another holiday weekend, which is Memorial Day. So it's another great reason just to get out and enjoy the nature and what our veterans sacrificed to give us all every day. And getting down in that campground with a bunch of veterans on Memorial Day, maybe one of the most impactful moments of my year. June 4th and 5th is Ride to the River 2022. And June 10th through the 12th, we've got Blake Evans bringing in another motorcycle rally. June 16th through 19th is the Phoenix Motorcycle Club. And then, of course, July 1st through 4th is the 4th of July celebration we do at the campground every year. Huge fireworks, big explosions. It is one of my favorite events that I host at the campground every year. I always go big for 4th of July, and I'm always home for 4th of July. August 4th through 7th, Operation Tears of 22. September 2nd through 4th, Labor Day weekend. We're always packed for that. It's always a good time. And I'm just going to jump up to October. The first weekend of October, that's September 29th through October 2nd, is our Stubborn American Party. This is the biggest event we'll do all year long, and I've got some really cool games I'm bringing in this year. So last year we did a slow race, and we did a guess your partner with their shirt off, and we did a burnout competition, and although we're going to have all those this year, I'm going to dig a big hole with my Kubota, and we are going to do some tug of war. Maybe I'll just fill that hole with beer. We're going to do some arm wrestling competitions. For those less, competitive physically, we're going to go ahead and have a rock, paper, scissors competition. We're going to do some eating competitions. We're going to have awards for all this stuff, the longest ride in, and of course we'll do some veterans giveaways. And we're going to raise money that weekend for the Combat Vets Motorcycle Association. So I hope y'all can come out, participate in this event, and help us make a big difference with a group that I stand behind wholeheartedly. I skipped over a lot of events, as I said in the beginning of this list. I just wanted to give you a highlight. There's many more events you're welcome to come attend right at the campground. Go to kriver.com, check out our schedule, check out our cabins, check out your reservations, whatever you want to check out. And you come down to the river and you come pay us a visit, because we always have fun down on this river all year long. And my next few weeks is just preparing to have you all there and show you a good time. Until the next video, y'all remember to stay stubborn out there, and we'll see you soon.